You might think that sex is just about physical connection, but the truth is, what happens after sex can reveal some of the deepest truths about your emotional state, your energy, and even how you're living your life. That quiet space, right after the climax when the world goes still, isn't just an ending, it's a mirror, a reflection. And if you pay attention to it, it tells you more about your relationship with yourself, your partner, and your life than almost anything else can. Do you collapse in peace, feeling held open calm? Or do you rush to grab your phone, turn your back, or disappear into distraction? Do you feel light and connected, or numb, irritated, or empty? Those moments tell you whether you're living in your body or escaping it. Whether you're seeking true intimacy or using sex to fill a void you haven't named yet. Whether you're present in your life or merely performing in it. Our bodies don't lie. They respond to truth faster than our words ever can. So when you find yourself feeling disconnected after sex, that's not just about the sex itself. It's about how disconnected you might be from yourself. From your needs, from your emotional safety. Sometimes the body climaxes, but the heart feels untouched. And sometimes, even in quiet, subtle ways, the body says, "This isn't what I need." You don't have to judge it. You just have to notice it, because that feeling you get, right after, can be a call to look deeper, into how you're showing up in life, into the love or the loneliness you carry, into how fully you're actually living, not just existing. There's an intimate relationship between your sexual energy and your life force. When one is vibrant, the other often is too. But if you find yourself constantly unfulfilled or checked out, that's your body whispering that something important has been left behind. And the answer doesn't start in the bedroom. It starts in your soul. In how you treat yourself, in how you let others treat you, in the quiet honesty that follows your most vulnerable moments. So the next time you're lying there, still and open, ask yourself, not just how the sex was, but how you are. Because that answer may tell you exactly how much of your life you're truly living. The moments after sex are often overlooked, yet they carry more emotional truth than we realize. That quiet space, when everything is still and no words are being said, can reveal exactly where you are emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. How you feel after sex speaks volumes about how connected you are to yourself and your partner. It's not about whether the sex was good, in a technical sense, but about how you were emotionally held and seen during that experience. If you feel safe, calm, and emotionally fulfilled, that says something powerful about the level of intimacy you're experiencing. But if you feel anxious, empty, or even agitated, that's a signal that something important is being missed. Something your body and heart are trying to tell you. So many people focus on what happens during sex. The chemistry, the excitement, the climax. But the deeper truth often shows up after it's all over. Do you find yourself reaching for your phone, turning away, or needing space? Do you feel a sudden drop in energy or a rush of sadness you can't explain? These aren't random reactions. They're part of your emotional truth. Your body knows when you've just had an experience that nurtured your soul, or one that left you feeling more alone. The afterglow, or the lack of it, reflects your current emotional health, your relationship dynamics, and even how you're showing up in your own life. What you feel after sex isn't just about that one moment. It's about everything that led to it and everything that's unspoken between you and your partner. Sometimes we go into sex carrying stress, emotional wounds, or a longing for connection, hoping that physical intimacy will fill those gaps. But when it doesn't, when the emotional needs remain unmet, the truth reveals itself in the aftermath. That's when we realizing our bodies can't fake connection. The way you feel after sex is raw, unfiltered feedback from your inner world, your nervous system, and your emotional self. It's not something to ignore or brush off. It's something to listen to, gently and without judgment, because it's telling you how alive, aligned, and emotionally connected you truly are. When you pay attention to how you feel after sex, you're really tuning into the relationship you have with yourself. It's easy to blame a partner or the experience itself when something feels off, but often the disconnect begins internally. Many people enter intimate moments hoping to feel something. Closeness, validation, escape. But if you're not emotionally connected to yourself, it's hard to truly connect with anyone else. The way your body reacts and the emotions that surface after sex often reflect how present, grounded, and emotionally honest you are in your own skin. If you find yourself feeling numb or unsettled, that's not a random reaction. It's a sign that there's a part of you that's been neglected, unheard, or emotionally starved. There's a deep truth in the way our nervous systems respond to intimacy. If you're used to shutting down, dissociating, or brushing past your emotions in everyday life, that same pattern will show up after sex. You might go through the motions, even enjoy the physical act, but still feel hollow once it's over. That hollowness isn't about your partner or technique. It's about how much you're really letting yourself be seen and felt, both by others and by yourself. When you're disconnected from your own emotional needs, even the most tender touch can feel distant. And that's where the true work begins. Not in changing how you have sex, but in learning how to reconnect with your inner emotional world. Your post-sex feelings can be a powerful tool for self-reflection. If you're constantly walking away from intimacy feeling unfulfilled or restless, it might be time to ask yourself where else in your life you're abandoning your own emotional needs. Are you being honest about what you want? Are you expressing your boundaries and desires? Are you nurturing yourself emotionally outside of sex? These questions matter because intimacy starts from within. When you begin to honor your feelings, listen to your body, and reconnect with your own emotional truth, your experiences with others become richer, deeper, and more authentic. Sex, then, becomes not just a physical connection, but a reflection of how deeply you value and know yourself. And that kind of intimacy can only be built when the relationship with yourself is real, compassionate, and alive. There's a powerful connection between your sexual energy and your overall life force. The two are not separate, they're deeply intertwined, feeding off each other in ways most people don't fully recognize. When your sexual energy feels alive, present, and connected, it often mirrors a life that is emotionally vibrant, creative, and grounded. You feel more in your body, more expressive, more engaged with the world around you. On the other hand, when your sex life feels dull, forced, or emotionally empty, that can be a reflection of a deeper imbalance. A signal that your emotional, spiritual, or physical life force is running low. Sexual energy isn't just about arousal or performance, it's about vitality. It's the spark that makes you feel alive, passionate, and open to experience. When you're deeply connected to that energy, you usually feel more inspired, emotionally available, and creatively expressive in other areas of your life. But if that energy is blocked, whether by stress, trauma, disconnection, or emotional fatigue, it often shows up in your sex life first. You might notice low desire, difficulty staying present, or a lack of emotional fulfillment, even when the physical act is happening. These aren't just sexual issues. They're life issues showing up in an intimate space. The way you show up sexually is often a reflection of how you show up in your life. Are you allowing yourself to feel pleasure? Do you believe you deserve it? Are you able to slow down and receive, or are you always performing, rushing, or checking out? These same questions apply to how you experience joy, connection, and presence in your day-to-day life. If sex feels like a chore or something you're just getting through, it's likely that other parts of your life are also lacking depth, intention, or emotional nourishment. Reconnecting with your sexual energy doesn't start in the bedroom. It starts by reigniting your connection to life. That might mean addressing emotional wounds, reconnecting with your creativity, or simply learning how to listen to your body again. When you treat your sexual energy as sacred and essential, not just functional, you begin to unlock a deeper awareness of how fully you are living. And that awareness doesn't just improve your intimacy, it breathes life back into every part of you. The key to transformation in your intimate life isn't found in blame or shame. It's found in awareness. When you start to notice how you feel after sex without judgment, you give yourself permission to explore the deeper emotional truths that lie beneath the surface. So many of us are conditioned to push past discomfort or dismiss emotional responses that don't fit the script of what intimacy is supposed to look like. But intimacy is personal, it doesn't follow a script. And when you allow yourself to feel what you actually feel, not what you think you should feel, you begin to build real emotional clarity. Awareness is not about labeling something as right or wrong, it's simply about observing. If you feel disconnected, heavy, or numb after sex, that doesn't mean you're broken or that something is wrong with your relationship. It means your body and heart are speaking to you. And when you choose to listen rather than criticize, you open a space for healing and reconnection. Many people experience emotional reactions after intimacy: sadness, irritability, withdrawal, but they often suppress those feelings because they don't align with how sex is supposed to feel. The truth is, those reactions are incredibly valid and often rooted in unmet needs, unresolved emotions, or a lack of safety. The path to deeper intimacy starts with curiosity. What would happen if you simply noticed how your body responds without trying to change it? What if you allowed your emotional truth to be present, even if it's uncomfortable? When you bring awareness to your post-sex experience, you're not just analyzing the moment. You're beginning a deeper relationship with yourself. You start to understand what makes you feel truly seen, held, and valued, and where you've been settling for less than that. This kind of awareness can also transform how you communicate with your partner. Instead of hiding behind silence or routine, you can begin to express what you feel, what you need, and what's missing. That level of honesty doesn't create distance. It builds intimacy from the inside out. Because when you stop judging your experience and start listening to it, you begin to create a space where emotional truth can live, breathe, and guide you toward a more fulfilling connection with others and with yourself. The truth is, sex is never just about the physical act. It's a reflection of how you live, how you love, and how deeply you know yourself. The moments after intimacy speak louder than the act itself, revealing where you are emotionally, how connected you feel, and whether your life is being lived fully or just on the surface. When you begin to listen to your body's response, not with shame, but with curiosity, you open a door to deeper awareness, healing, and transformation. Every post-sex feeling is an invitation to look inward, to ask yourself if you're truly present in your life or simply moving through it. The more honestly you face those answers, the more aligned, emotionally rich, and fulfilling your intimate life, and your entire life, can become. You deserve intimacy that reflects the fullness of who you are, not just in the moment, but in every part of your life that follows.